Alright guys, so welcome to the lunch adventures. What is this, 3? We're gonna make this happen, guys. We're gonna make fetch happen. And I got a lot of requests and we're gonna improve every single time. And today, for the first meal, is a lot of y'all were like, you know, Max, what if you don't have a lot of carbs? And I always have carbs. And you're like, Max, some of us don't have carbs. So you know what? I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm gonna show you an example of how you can pretty much take anything delicious, take any restaurant, and you can make it into something low carb or low calorie. I'm gonna be miserable doing this, but I'm gonna do it at somewhere I love. So we're gonna go across the street to Chipotle, and I'm gonna show you how to Chipotle on low to very, very low macros. Okay, so what we got is something I never get. I've only gotten this really when I was like water cutting or wanted to cut out a lot of carbs for my powerlifting meat. So this is a salad bowl from Chipotle, and a lot of you may see people get this and you're like, I would never get that, I would never get a salad. But if you want to get Chipotle, you didn't have a lot of carbs, you didn't have a lot of calories, this is a great option. But my number one tip, a max tip, is there gonna be anything on the screen? No. Max tip would be, do not get the vinaigrette dressing because the dressing is gonna add so many calories. The dressing has alone like 20 plus grams of fat. So I get romaine lettuce, double of that. I get double fajitas, black beans. You can cut out the black beans if you wanted to get rid of a little bit more carbs, but again, you're gonna get the fiber and all the goodness that comes from the beans, good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you start to deadlift more. But we get half chicken, half steak, corn, salsa. The key is volume here, so a lot of lettuce, a lot of veggies, and it's just gonna fill you up. So again, this is a great option, and it really does taste fantastic. It's really, really good. So, if you can't afford to get the rice, you can't afford to get the calories, get the salad bowl, don't get the dressing. It is very crunchy, it's good, I promise. This whole meal, 455 calories. My normal one is probably over 1,000. So, prime example, don't have a lot of calories. Generally everywhere you go, you can find lower calorie meals. Bam. Max rating 5, off the charts. Bing, 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 bing. Ha. That's my example. Hold on, we gotta move the camera. We're gonna move the camera slightly over here to make it seem like an entirely different shot. Look at that, bam, that's movie magic. So that's my example of a low calorie meal, but I need calories to grow, so I'm gonna add some white rice. So again, you wouldn't do this, but that's what Max is doing, because I'm crazy. So first of all, that's a little more spicy than normal, at least to me, because normally the rice would soak up some of the heat. But even adding in one thing of rice, I normally get double rice. So it's a perfect example that just everywhere you go, there's always alterations you can do to your meal to make it less calories if you need to. So you could get no rice, you could get one thing of rice and then add more volume in with the lettuce. It's spicy, but yeah, prime example. So low calorie meal, Chipotle, delicious. Normally I would eat about 500 more calories because I get a tortilla and stuff, but before I go back to the office, I'm actually gonna do a new segment because I like to incorporate fashion into these too. So we're gonna, maybe I'll make a cool sound effect. It's gonna be outfit breakdown with Max. Outfit breakdown, down, 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 down. A lot of you guys asked about the outfits that I wear, so I'm gonna briefly kind of talk about this. This is pretty much what I wear to work on any given day. A button-down shirt with tucked in, you know, into chinos, and I try just to match and look decent. A lot of stuff I've had for years, so I'm gonna tell you the brand names because people are gonna ask the brand names. So for the jacket, this is a black Barber jacket. I believe it's a Powell. For the shirt, this is a purple Ralph Lauren polo. I've had this for many, many years. The belt, which I'm kind of on a dark brown theme today, so we have the dark brown belt, brown shoes, brown watch. This is a Brooks Brothers belt. Not the best quality, but I like the way it looks. These are J. Crew chinos, 484s. This is in a khaki color. The socks, I wear the purple to match the shirt. They are J. Crew as well. And then for the shoes, we have some dark brown Clark's desert boots. I believe these are called Bouchakries. I can never pronounce it. Boucharks. It's basically a desert boot with a rubber sole. And for the watch, we have a brown band Daniel Wellington watch, which I really, really like. So that's pretty much what I wear on the day-to-day. It's pretty simple. Oh, and the glasses are Ray-Ban RB 4140s. You can't really find these anymore. They're pretty cool, I know. Alright, so welcome to day 2 of the lunch adventures. I'm really hungry. What should I eat?
Call me Max. Some hours ago, never mind how long precisely, having little and no macros in my fitness pal, and nothing particular to interest me on Instagram, I thought I would sail about a little and see the DC part of the world. It is a way I have of driving off the spleen and regulating the glucose levels. Whenever I find myself growing grim about the mouth, whenever it is a damp, drizzly December in my soul.
That was a long journey. Moby Dick's House of Kebabs. It's a Persian, Mediterranean thing-a-lang. It's got really good reviews. So it's basically meat on a stick with some rice and some bread and stuff, but we're gonna go check it out.
Maybe 10 minutes? Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we got was the ground spicy chicken and the ground beef. So it turns out it came to the House of Kebabs, and I got the ground stuff, so basically it means it's not even on a stick, so it's not really a kebab. It's in the shape of a kebab. So we have the beef, we have the spicy chicken, we have the rice, and we have some bread and some cucumber sauce, which I probably want to eat. So I've had like Persian food before because my brother's girlfriend is Persian, so we've been to some restaurants. But let's go ahead and try this spicy chicken out. Not very spicy. Let's try the beef. Tastes fine. And then we have a rice. Tastes basically like rice. So overall, it's good. Nothing really like crazy pops out in terms of flavor. It's some good seasoning, meat, rice, good meal. It's like $11. As far as the macros for something like this, maybe like 30 grams of protein, 75-ish grams of carbs when you factor in the bread and the rice, and maybe 15-20 grams of fat because I don't know how much oil they use for this meat. But I'm not a huge fan of meals like this because it's too kind of simple in terms of the flavor. So it's just like basic rice and then just 2 meats. It's like with Chipotle and a lot of things that have a lot of different seasonings, a lot of different like salsas, sauces, mixes, whatever. But overall, good. I would say 3.5 to 4 maxes. But it's good. Spicy chicken could be spicier, but I really do feel like I'm on a show. Whale, whale, whale. Ha! For the first time ever in the history of the 3rd video of this series, we're downgrading to 3 maxes. Bing, bing, bing. Because it was just mediocre. It was just like meat, rice. I basically, any meals that are just like rice and meat, I compare it instantly to Chipotle. I'm like, if they're not delicious Chipotle, you're gonna get compared to it. So be delicious. That was just kind of plain. Some people really enjoy that. Maybe I just didn't experience Persian and Mediterranean food as good as I should have. So if any of you guys recommend some really good dishes, you know, like that, or some cool things in the area, again, this is to help everyone. Makes me kind of go to different places, shows you guys different stuff, and also it shows you can pretty much fit anything in your macros. So that, for example, is if you go to like a random place that's just gonna be like oils and whatnot on there and you're worried so much, I always just factor in a little higher on the fat, so maybe like 20, 25, maybe a little higher. Again, it's not gonna be that big of an issue. I don't eat that kind of stuff every day. Usually it's trackable stuff, but it's not that big of an issue. So that was okay. Mediocre at best. And again, I stress you can fit, hold on, these blow air. You can fit anything in your macros. Again, I do it for lunch. That's why it's really easy for me because I can structure the rest of the day. So if you eat out, like maybe you have to go to a business lunch or like a school lunch or something where you're gonna pound a bunch of your macros, again, adjust the rest of your day. I would say lunch is the easiest because then you can just fix the rest of the day around it. But if you know you're gonna have like a big dinner, then you structure your lunch to eat low fat, low carb, maybe high protein. But it's pretty simple. I've been doing it for a long time, so I kind of know what I'm doing. But yeah, these people are like, what the hell is this guy doing? What the hell is this guy doing? Welcome to the final day. This is gonna be the grand finale, and what better thing in the grand finale than a big ol' honkin' burger and some french fries? Max, when you're trekking, how do you fit in burger and french fries to your macros? You don't, because it consumes all of them. Really, what you do is if you're gonna eat something like this, and it's gonna be a ton of fat, your breakfast will be small, your dinner will be small, if you wanna fit this into there. So we can do it, I'm gonna do it. This isn't a full day of eating, but you just gotta trust me on this. But I'm gonna get a burger, I'm gonna get french fries from this place called Shake Shack, which I've never eaten at, which I asked on Periscope. I was like, is it good? And everyone's like, oh my God, it's the best thing ever. So I really like Five Guys. I'm gonna instantly compare this to Five Guys. I'm gonna get french fries, I'm gonna get a burger, and we're gonna eat it and stuff. It's gonna go my mouth hole, go right down my belly. It's gonna be delicious. Okay, so what we got, I originally was gonna get the Shake Shack burger, comes with the sauce. I know a lot of you will be like, Max, you had to get the sauce. It had a bunch of mayonnaise in it. I don't really like mayonnaise. I don't really like mayonnaise-based sauces. So we just got a double cheeseburger with lettuce, onions, tomato, pickles, cheese, okay? And we got a side of fries. Now, realistically, I believe this is in my Fitness Pal, but I mean, you're looking at, especially you get the double burger and the fries, guys, this is easily 60 to 70 grams of fat, okay? And it'd be very hard to fit this in and hit all your other numbers accurately. So you can kind of like, if you go over on your fat, you can just reduce the carbs a little bit. Again, you wouldn't do that every single day, but it's something you can do. So it is actually very hard to fit this in and hit your numbers. So when I said earlier, I basically meant you have to adjust some things, or like this would be like a cheat day thing, because you're not gonna have this every day. So here we go. The bun's a little small, but you know what? Let's do the taste test. Shake Shack. First impression. It needs some ketchup and mustard. Alright, so let's try it again. Ketchup and mustard this time. So it's good, I'll give it that. Nothing like amazing, I wasn't like, oh my God. So we're gonna give it 4. Ping, 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 ping. We'll give it 4 because it is very good, but I'm gonna eat the fries. Curly cut fries or wrinkly cuts are the best. Fries are good. Overall 4. I compare everything to Five Guys, you have to understand that. This is not as good as Five Guys, not as many options, but pretty good. Pro tip is, even though ketchup doesn't have a lot of calories, it still has some carbs, so I get mustard on everything. A, because I love mustard, it's delicious, and it doesn't have any calories, so I pretty much use mustard for everything. Any sort of like condiments, I usually don't even put ketchup on stuff because I just prefer mustard because it's 0 calories, and it's delicious. French fries, mustard. Mustard on the meat. Okay, so I need to address something. Fix my collar. I feel like when I eat these meals and I show them to you guys, I get really pressured because as I was eating that burger, I was like, wow, the bun's kind of small. But I was like, is this what food critics do? Is this what like people who get like paid to review food, or if they're like, the pickles were 1 inch too small in diameter. This guy's staring at me. That's alright. So yeah, it was good. And again, with the macros, guys, you're never gonna be perfect. If you get french fries, you know, how many french fries did you get? Is one serving of french fries on MyFitnessPal the same amount of french fries you got? Probably not. Don't stress it too much. Don't eat like that like every single day. Every now and then is okay. I'm a rhymer in a way. I live in DC. Hey, okay. Oh, I should have said I live in DC, not VA. Oh no, I don't. Nah, potato. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Lunch adventures. Let me know if you want to see another one. Let me know if you laughed in this video. By the way, if you didn't get the Moby Dick reference, it was Moby Dick is what I was quoting, but like I turned it into me, so. Okay, I need to go film some sort of thing for the beginning of this day that you saw, so you'll see it. I'm gonna go film it now. All right, bye. Get out of the bag. I'm trying to do this on camera. Here's belt head for years. Damn. No. But I'll just eat a bunch of pizza later. But actually, no. Take the meat off stick. I don't know why you cook it on the stick.